much for being our last episode. We really do appreciate it. For all those who subscribe, thank you so much, guys. We love you. You're the real MVP. This is Brenda once again.
And I'm Didi.
And the show is time. Okay, so today we're going to be taking now time to talk about growing up Nigerian child. Like growing up a Nigerian kid. I mean, there's so many things to talk about. So Didi, please, let's start with us here in the studio.
The thing is that I know lots of people are going to relate to this particular topic. As all of you Nigerians, no matter where you are, be it China, be wherever you are, Australia, you will relate as long as you have Nigerian parents.
Exactly. So can we just start? We'll start by sharing our own experiences as a Nigerian child, like growing up a Nigerian child. I like to tag it like this: good, bad, ugly. All the spice put together. I mean, it was. I just thought about this today.
What?
And it made me laugh. I mean, imagine how you're coming back from school and your mom is not around.
Yeah.
And somehow you went to your neighbor's house to eat food, and then your mom came back. Hey, that food not that
the fact that you even think of going to someone's house, first of all, without your parents knowing, going to someone's house, and then secondly, you're not eating food.
So because she was, according to her, she was hurried to come back. That diva, we ate the beating of our life.
This also reminds me of like the only time I can remember my mom actually beating me. I'm sure she beat me more than once, but the one time I can remember, Mommy, if you're watching this, you know was okay. My sister's 1 year old birthday, that's one after me, was like the next day. So the day before, I went to the market to make my hair with a friend of mine, and that friend of mine knew somebody in the market because she was friends with her mom. So the lady offered us, was it Fanta or is it Mirinda? I know it was one of those orange sodas. So we now took it. Me, I was like, are you sure? I can remember clearly. I asked this girl. I said, are you sure? Are you sure you know this person? You're like, yes, I'm my mom's friend. So I was 8 around that time now. So I was tired, I don't carry the drink. I got the drink till they go. Do you know? Okay, if I sharp mouth, because I didn't say anything wrong in what I did. I went home. Honestly, I didn't know how my mom found out, but it was me. And I went back home now. Mom was not like, oh, your hair is nice, or have you eaten? I took drink. And I mentioned that my friend's name. I was like, this person, friend A, met her mom's friend, and she gave us my mom was like, who? Someone you don't know. How? See, my mom carried the next thing I had could touch her slippers. I can remember her orange slippers. I remember her. I can draw the slippers for you. That's how well I can remember this thing. She carried it. The way she mercilessly beats me, I can't.
But I mean, I
can't. Thank God my auntie was around. Because she just came and carried. I'm sure that thing hit her too. But the way she came and dragged me from my mother's clutches. But see, that's it. If you like, if you are not a family member, when I say family member, I mean you're close to the whole family.
You are practically living in the house. Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything from you. Never. The one thing that I said I would do this to my children is when either the phone or the remote is just there. You are in your room. They will start calling you. Hey, teacher, come, bring that remote. Like, Mommy, I was upstairs in my room. Put the remote there. It's just there. Just move. You will get it. You will touch it. But me, I'll do it to my children.
Nigerian children, we are strong. We learned the hard way. That's what I like. For me, in my house, it was my dad that was the calm person because he was the one that was always rescuing us from our mom. I don't know. He probably will not watch this, but just in case it comes across, I mean, he was the best dad back then. But looking back, I'm like, my mom actually did the work. She put us right. That whole, mommy, you're too quick with the cane. But he helped a lot of us. So really, growing up Nigerian child was not really easy. But I think let's give credit to the parents.
Yeah, they did amazing jobs. Yes, they could help more when it comes to the mental health of the child. That's the one thing I would say that Nigerian parents needed help with when it comes to mental health of the child. But apart from that, every other thing, the discipline, I believe, shaped us to be who we are today.
Yes.
At that time, it's as if they're being wicked, but now we know.
True.
There are plenty of things I actually think I'm like, look how my mom did this still. Even though that time I'm sure I was fighting with her when she was doing those things.
Boyfriend issue. Let's go there. Boyfriend issue. Who is that boy? You dare not stay behind the house when it's past 6. What are you doing outside 6 o'clock? and with a guy behind your house, you're your schoolmate for what? That day you will cry.
I'm going to
You
never
will
do
cry
that
before they touch you.
because the way I fear my parents. I would not even know.
You know, like I grew up in the hood. I like saying hood.
But the thing is that when it comes to man-woman matter, Nigerian parents don't want to hear. As far as they're concerned, you should
You're
not
still
even
a baby.
know. You should till you marry. Till
Exactly.
you marry a baby to them.
But you guys, this is not true. We don't. Our eye don't open. It's not possible.
Your eye are open, my eye shut.
It's not possible. But that's what they wanted us to do. And I remember, like I grew up where we had a lot of boys, girls, and stuff like that. So it's not really a hood, but it was just an open environment to get. So we were mingling and also my mom was really scared, being that we're mostly girls.
Okay.
So that was the problem for her. Don't stay outside once it's 6 o'clock. And children, that 6 o'clock. That's when the sun is playing.
What? I said the sweet is play. The play is sweet.
So it's that 6 o'clock that you're saying don't stay outside. Once 6 o'clock, start running back home. All that day we had to. I carried buckets to go fetch water from the neighbor's house. And then 6, now playing football on the street.
Yeah.
And I looked at I don't know, that time radio will make you ring the bell. Radio always has an alarm, we just hear the radio. 6 o'clock somewhere. So I just knew that it was 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
And our buckets were there. So we actually cheated the day. We wanted to carry the buckets, go and play. So when we were coming back, we say it's water that today. With that water, they beat us with that water that day. My mom went to that place and didn't even find us. That's the one that shook everybody. Like, she went to where we're fetching water.
So that when you come to line, she
sat down. Where did you go to? Start talking. Where did you drop that water? Where did you go to? And like, Mommy, we went to fetch water. Which water? I went there to fetch this bucket of water. Where is your water? How did they beat us? But nobody gave us advice. The following day, you dare not. Once it's 6 o'clock, because we close by 4. Plus lesson. We close by 4. Once it's 6, you're back home. Before my mom comes back, because if she meets you, if my dad comes, you can run and say, Daddy, run and go and meet him. Once it's mommy that is back first, in
one other thing Nigerian parents do that I feel it breaks our heart as children is when we open the fridge and we see a container of ice cream. And then we open that container of ice cream and say egusi soup inside. That thing breaks our heart. Like, I just have to say it. Because my mother is guilty. You see stew, you see afang, you see egusi, everything inside ice cream. When in your mind, you feel mommy has got strawberry ice cream, vanilla ice cream, chocolate, open it. It's soup.
I think that's what I was about to say again. That also made us to understand that you can save these containers and preserve food. Today, I'm not like, even me, I think I'll be guilty of that.
I'm guilty as I speak.
I don't buy ice cream and tray. No, why would I throw away the container? No, I have to keep it to put my soup or stew inside. Those things really help shape a lot of people. But then again, let's be realistic. Some people had the hard way. Like, they couldn't stay with all this training. They felt, they went outside the box. I see people doing extra, some doing drugs because the parents were too hard on them.
Yeah. So that's why I said, the mental health thing also, there should be balance in what you do. And that's why I thank God for when it comes to my parents. Like, there was balance. When my mom was maybe overdoing it, my dad was not overdoing it. When my dad was overdoing it, my mom was also, there was balance. That
always go and balance
that type of thing.
So, let's just try to create balance. But Nigerian child, it's fun to be a Nigerian child. It's fun growing up here. Give me another icon. I
keep saying that thing with all the wahala in this country, right? I'm always like, I would always want to be from Nigeria. Yes, I don't mind another citizenship, but I would always want to have that Nigeria thing. If you go online and there are some things that some jokes Nigerians are cracking, this one, that. If you're not Nigerian, you don't get it. You can't relate. Can you imagine being left out of that banter?
No. And this episode, I want to say, is dedicated to every Nigerian child out there. We're giving it out to you guys. We are the real MVPs when it comes to childhood.
And we can go through anything
and conquer
because of how we were raised.
You are trained to go, to pass through all kinds of environment and come out top. When you go to, let's talk about schooling abroad for you, for instance. I mean, in your class, say, let's be realistic, Nigerians are always on top of it. Come to our schooling, our schools. The
truth is, the fear of your father is the beginning of wisdom. You will study. You must read book.
I'm not
If you don't
even
know how
going
to
there.
read book, you will look for how you
The
read
stress
book.
of the school alone puts you on track. So even our schools understand that Nigerian children are used to tough environment.
Exactly.
So they create an environment that's not easy.
Mhm.
So when you see them out there where everything is given to them, they just
They're able to excel like
excel.
that. Yes.
So yeah, Nigerian children, this is for you guys. This is for
It's not
you.
easy. It's not easy. And also when you now have your own kids, be particular. Please balance it. Mental health and discipline.
Very
Try and
important.
balance it.
Very, very
also.
important.
And also when it comes to religion.
Yeah, I know my mom. She would like that I said
Nigerian
this.
parents like church.
She like
The Muslims they like
to
mosque,
pray.
They like prayer. You will see how your mother will wake you up early in the morning and say, come for morning devotion. There's morning devotion, there's night devotion. They expect you to see it's because of my mother. I can recite some Bible chapters like this.
Exactly.
Unless it's because she will give you Bible chapter. You will
Rehearse.
come and she will give you maybe 3 days. Then you come and
preach. You preach.
say it to her. No,
nice.
you say everything of the whole Bible chapter. You recite it. Then you not tell her what you
Understand.
understand.
From it. Church, talking about religion, like you said. I remember when we grew up in a household church. Do you understand? But you know, now as you're growing up, everything is changing. You want to go to the best church, not because of anything. You still have your Christian background, you still have your religious background intact. But the fact that you're changing, you want to go to maybe churches that are Pentecostal churches. You had to fight my mom till today. If not because I said, Mommy, one day I told Mommy, I'm not 12, I'm 20 something. So Mommy, please allow me to make. She not say. She called my native name with force. When my mom calls this guy with force.
Know that she's very serious. She's not playing.
Don't say that. I gave birth to you. So I will tell you what to do. But anyways, now she has come to them to understand. I know I'm a grown child.
I feel at the end of the day, as long as you have a personal relationship with God, then
so I can make my decision. So she's accepted that, and I can go to church I want to go. As long as I'm still worshiping the same God. They don't know their limits. But
they don't know boundaries.
They don't know where to stop.
Father or mother. Okay, thank God. Anyway, I think maybe because my dad has just girls, he knocks before he comes into our room. But my mother, boom, she doesn't enter. If you like be naked, if you like be sleeping, if you like be
sorry.
Mama, I did you.
I'm sorry.
Then one time I was sleeping in her room with her. I think my dad traveled or something, so I was sleeping in her room, and I heard kabat, and I woke up. So my mother kneeling down by the bedside, praying, serious praying. And I told her, say, Mommy, hey, who sent me to see more? I should have just closed my eyes and slept back. She said, hey, come on, kneel down, come and join me and pray. My dear, as at 3 a.m. I was kabashing with my mother.
That's great. She's preparing you to be a paying wife. You have to be
I should have closed my eyes and slept. But no, I had to look at her and say, Mommy.
Those are the sacrifices they made, and we are.
That's why exactly their prayers shaped us.
We're very, very grateful for that. So once again, this episode is to every Nigerian child, every Nigerian parent who, in some way or the other, has caused help shape your children's life into what they are today. This is for you.
Yes.
And then we're asking if you have your experience that we have not mentioned.
Leave it in the comment section. I need to laugh.
Share
all
with
your
us.
experiences. Just put it there. And things you want to do, that your parents did to you, that you want to do to your children. Put it there. Let me also have ideas.
Exactly. So we'll do the part 2 of this because it's not here. You can't say it all in one video. Just give it to them, man. Nigerian parents, they really tried it.
We love you. Even with all your wahala. We love you.
No.
Don't forget to subscribe and also follow us on our social media handles. And also go subscribe to Timeout. I said subscribe. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Go follow us.
Say it again.
Subscribe. And go follow us on Instagram and Twitter. And go follow Timeout. Please go follow Timeout. And like the video, okay? It will help us. And share to all your fellow Nigerian children.
Alright, bye guys. Let's take our time to go eat.
Bye.